Okay, I'm here.
Is everyone here? Fine.
The rap you have dialed is currently unavailable.
Well, I'll just take Rav's bag of holding from the not objects.
I will, because I'll take it instead. I'll take it all! Puts all the loot in the back and cuts his way out of the room.
Beep. Okay. Sure.
Meep?
Beep.
Beep or meep?
Beep.
Meep, beep. Alright, so by the looks of it, we are still in a stuffy cellar with a very painfully hurt mage.
Nope. Yeah.
I think we had looted like everything, and then we were about to run away.
Yeah, the question was, were we gonna sell the kid on the black market or not?
What?
I guess that won't go in Dagger Mark, will it?
You. But I will leave a note telling him to pay his dues and also have a copy of the Poisoner's Guild sigil on it. Because I did copy it, so...
Yeah.
Was it a personal request we were doing though? And one official one?
Wasn't it a personal favor to that's
It was.
Yeah, so I thought it was official Poisoner Guild work, so I should really use the sigil.
But he is a member of the Poisoner's Guild.
Yeah, he's pretty known for being a member. He just runs his own. He runs his own business. As well.
Or, well, I could also just put in, like, with regards, FU.
Yeah, that would probably work better. Since if it's part of his own business, then the Poisoner's Guild sigil there would kind of be off.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't spend a lot of time on it, so anyone would know that it's not an official sigil. I need to spend quite a lot of time to properly forge a Poisoner's Guild sigil.
Well, so after you have left your some sort of a mark, which makes it very clear that you should probably start paying in time and paying at all. I assume you start leaving.
Yep.
After ransacking the house properly.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. You just go around and just open the bag of holding. You know, just go to the bookshelves and just like open the bag of holding on the side and just use a hand to drop all the books in there.
Pretty much.
We're taking the entire library. I'm fine with that.
I don't think you can fit the entire library.
What can actually fit in a book in a bag of holding? How does that work?
There is both a size and a weight limit, and whichever is first hit.
Yeah. Which for books would probably be the space.
Yeah. Give me a second. For you, it is. Yeah, it's either 250 pounds or 30 cubic feet.
Yeah.
It's the smallest one.
Well, I take it we can at least get like a decent couple of books. Like 20 or so at least.
Yeah, you can easily grab anything that interests you as long as it's not the entire library.
Okay.
But yeah.
So I guess that means any books involving planes, dungeoneering, and monsters in general.
Okay. Yeah, there's quite a bit of monsters and quite a bit of summoning. But not
Any
like
Arcana?
some. It's a lot of crafting and a lot of enchanting, but less on the direct spells.
Well, anything that that is Arcana based, I have an interest in.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a caster primarily, but I am enough where I need to do research.
After you have successfully ransacked the place, you start leaving. Where do you head?
I think we would be heading back to our tavern.
I love how it's
Yeah.
already our tavern. I
It's
just
it-
bought it.
It's in the middle of the night, so we might want to, for now, go to sleep and see FU in the morning.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring.
All right, so back to the tavern we go then.
Well, you two do. I go home.
So wait, you go home with the bag of holding with all the loot.
Well, if you've noticed one thing at least, it's that I'm not entirely dishonest. So that wouldn't be too much of a deal.
Yeah, sure, I suppose.
Like so far I've kept to my word in every dealing.
My character's just not as easy to trust people. But yeah, he's not gonna make a fuss about it. So. He might like count the money you took beforehand, though. Make sure.
Yeah,
Make sure you're
we're
better.
gonna have a bio break right about now because I managed to steal my Dr. Dagger.
Ooh, great.
A lot of it.
You is a smart man.
Partly on my microphone.
Oh shit.
That's not good.
In which case, YouTube's.
Yeah.
So, have you heard more about your mates?
About mine?
Rad.
No, still no message. I'm waiting for a text message for when they get home so I can go over and take the car.
Ah, okay.
What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I'd give my life not for honor, but
Hmm. I wonder if I'm gonna have enough money after this to maybe make Berrigan a quote-unquote caster's tower.
Caster's Tower.
Yeah, I'm just using that as a template, then adding a dojo and a animal pen to it.
Hmm.
Because it has pretty much everything I want in it.
I want a probably going to be riverside since I do a lot of stuff with water. So I want a riverside, very large warehouse, which in it has a stable large enough to fit a Carnosaur and like a second floor for living quarters, and then the bottom floor is warehouse, workshop, and storefront.
Yeah. I think a stable fits as could fit a Carnosaur. But if you want a more, let's say, luxurious, like basically to make it more comfortable, maybe you want 2 animal pens.
For a stable and 2 animal pens, or just 2 animal
Just
pens?
2 animal pens.
I might actually want to keep a couple animals as well, like out back in like a little courtyard. So I could just get a stable and 2 animal pens, and then just like combine
Actually,
the 2.
no, wait. It's you only need 1 because it's 4 small, 2 medium, or 1 large for 1 animal pen.
You might consider getting a farmland so it has some land to walk on, like outside.
Oh, it's gonna be in the city. It's gonna be like attached to the canal that goes through the city. So I might have like if I buy a large plot of land, I might have like a little walled courtyard out back or something. But it's not gonna be like massive farmlands. And I don't want it to be like a very large like mansion either. So like a bit of a back garden that even like the walls can be like other people's houses. Like it's fine, but just so I can do some stuff there.
Well,
You could have a
farmland is not
pier.
really that much. Not a single farmland, at least.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it will most likely actually start as a pier, just so it's a warehouse attached to the river, and then like built onto that.
Yeah, a pier gives you an animal pen, a dock, an office, and 2 storages, and then you just add a bedroom,
couple more-
a
yeah.
kitchen, a lavatory.
Yeah, storefront, probably a couple more storage, extra animal pen maybe. Yeah, I want to kind of build like a large warehouse / store thing.
Yeah.
And the reason I wanted Riverside is because, like, my profession has to do with water, so it makes sense for it to be Riverside.
Also, Bia, as I was looking at the pre-constructed things, I might just add an entire noble villa onto Heron's hideout. Because why not?
Yeah. I am considering getting like a mansion and noble villa with this character.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too odd. I'm trying to keep my own wishes small because that's what Berrigan is. He only wants what he needs, basically. So, like, a quote-unquote caster's tower would be pretty much all he needs.
Yeah. Well, a caster's tower is about the same price as the mansion.
Yeah, it's half the cost of the one I was thinking about. The noble villa is like,
Yeah, the noble villa is like 9,000.
yeah,
The mansion
9,000.
is 5.
But yeah, the way I have described Heron's hideout so far, yeah, it's it's like it has the space of a noble villa, it just doesn't have everything in it yet.
kind of want something like the one I created in the D&D I read with you guys before.
Mm-hmm.
The one that you broke into.
Ah.
Silvery Moon.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Okay, damage report is my old microphone is completely fucked, but it was the horrible one that was on my headset, detachable, which always fell, so I didn't use that anyway. And 2 decks of cards, which are luckily just normal kind of cards, which I ordered like 20 each, so it's not a big deal. The 2 things that like where I was super lucky with were actually 3. Was 1, my current microphone. I only managed to spill stuff on the base, which doesn't have any electric parts. 2 was my Magic the Gathering deck, which is standard, legal, and competitive. And that thing is like, at that point, 150 euros of wet cardboard. And my bicycle ghost deck of cards, which is like 20 euro. So it's like, okay, thank God those weren't it. But yeah, major disaster avoided.
Next time, don't spill Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, next time I'll just spill mead like last time.
God. But all right, so yeah, me and Bia return to the tavern, and Raph returns to his home.
Okay. Also, 1/4 of my mouse mat is slightly sticky right now. I will probably clean the ever-living shit out of it after the session, and then just put it like outdoors to dry or something. 'Cause it's actually one of those nights when that you can actually just soak in water and clean it.
Nice. Yeah, I was thinking about something like that.
Yeah. I should probably do all the math for selling shit and splitting shit.
Yeah.
So we actually
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I already did the pre-math for the gems and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, that.
So I'm just gonna do the math for pretty much everything else.
Yeah, I'm guessing I'm just lugging the second set of plate with me, by the way. Or
Are we just assuming half, or can I?
He can get probably 90% of the price because it was really great, and he literally just had it for a day.
Oh yeah, did he? The plate, I already know. Like that's his work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not even calculating that. That's like all in his pocket.
Yeah, actually just 50%.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do single diplomacy check.
Well, I would actually ask around with some of my new friends and ask them to put in a good word.
Okay. You may do a single diplomacy check with bonuses from PS influence things.
Well, if it's am I allowed to use one of your influences, Bea?
Yeah, I assume so. I don't know.
Yeah, you can just use.
Because then I'd get free checks at +5 each to find buyers.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
It's only 1 point of influence. It's worth it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I figure it'll pay off.
All right, let's see here. 1.
noise.
So 15, 24, and 21.
Okay.
This character isn't not nearly as good as Heron.
Yeah, I'd say condensed. You can. I'm just gonna take all of those together. I'd say you can probably get like 75% price. All of them.
Sweet.
Yes, no. Some use out less, but others use out more. So
Yeah.
Money.
yes.
All right, so time to do some math.
One good thing that came out of this though, my table is cleaner than it has ever been.
God.
It's like the first time in like a year that there's literally been nothing except my like screen, keyboard, mouse, and mouse mat.
The way it's supposed to be.
And the first thing I did after that, I put the blue cheese back on its place.
Oh God, you disgust me. Which I hoped you'd spill your Dr. Pepper over the blue cheese, but I guess not.
No,
Blue cheese is amazing.
No, it's fucking disgusting. It's mold. It's moldy French cheese.
it's not.
It's to be
I
burned
know.
with the fury of a
It's
thousand
amazing.
flamethrower.
It's Finnish blue cheese.
Yeah, blue cheese and I do not mix.
Though to be honest, the place where this is made is actually probably it's actually close
Yeah.
to Finland, but whatever. Still Finnish.
A good gorgonzola or roquefort.
It depends on the gorgonzola. Roquefort is way too salty for me. I love if it's like ammoniac, but if it's salty, I just can't. Like okay,
Yeah.
too salty.
Old Amsterdam, that's good salty cheese.
No, we're talking about actual blue cheese, like blue cheese.
Old Amsterdam is a good cheese, mate. You looking for a fight? I'll fucking bash your head in, I swear on me mum.
Did you just become Scottish?
No, that was like my worst Scottish accent ever, but I guess.
Yes, Scottish person who's defending Dutch cheese.
I can only do two accents like decently, and that's Indian person and Indian tech support more like, and and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Those are my only two.
Everyone gets 4,400.
And is this with or without the 300 we still get from Ethan, or?
Without.
With you.
So
That's-
yeah, plus another 300 from that, so 4,700.
Nice. Got fat stacks of cash now.
I can do a single accent that is Finnish accent, for obvious reasons.
Alright, so it's night right now, right? Or has time basically progressed since we've sold
I
everything?
assume you just go to the tavern and fall asleep on the table.
Can you change map to the tavern then, or is there
Yes.
going to be other maps?
We can just give you on the tavern.
Also, I should edit that out because now everything in here is completely sold, except for the wonderful person.
Yeah, is there actually another like group list thing we have somewhere?
I have one on in my notes.
Maybe.
Oh, actually, the
Yeah.
potion of cat's grace isn't sold here.
Yeah, I can add a handout for just so everyone can see the loot.
maybe
Yeah.
nice.
Right now, there's only a potion of cat's grace and a wonderful person in there, because they might actually be useful.
There.
Grief lead.
There's no wonderful person like 4,000 in itself.
Is it?
Hmm?
It
Why?
might actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, the one is quite expensive.
Sell it.
All right, let me see here. Ones, where are you?
Anyway, while he's busy selling stuff, I guess I'm gonna take my plate armor back to the merchant.
Yeah.
Do you need a roll for me, or can I just easily convince him to sell it, buy it back at a decent price?
Yeah, you'll be getting probably like around 9%.
All right, what did I spend on it again? Was
Oh God,
Yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah.
it's 11 point.
Yeah.
It's 11,000. Okay, we're selling that.
sell? Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
more than the rest combined.
I could probably buy my entire fucking house with this.
All right, so
That's the thing about magic items in general.
So yeah, how much do I get for? I think the base plate was 1,500, right?
I will.
all right, everyone gets an additional. Just copying this.
The money's
Pasting
gonna
it
be
in
so
Discord.
fucking heavy.
That's how much more you get.
That's why you have it in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Also,
So you have write it up in other currency, basically.
Or you
Oh,
could
oh.
just have it in platinum pieces.
Well, I guess that for now I'll just keep it on me, and as soon as I have a house, I'll get a safe and just put it in there.
a vault is the word.
Or a vault, yes.
Or, you know,
Yeah.
you can just invest it because there's actually rules for that.
Yeah, but investments generally don't give you much back.
No.
It takes a long time.
And I'm probably going to spend most of this on a house, so.
Well, yeah, but it's effectively I think how the investment works is effectively how like it's kind of the replacement of the banking system. Like you can just I don't think there's any rules for like no set rules for banking, so you can just
Yeah.
invest it all and work as a bank that way.
Yeah, it's basically you don't want to micromanage a big organization, so
Yeah,
instead you simply have like an investment of 10,000 gold pieces, and
yeah.
then
Like,
you
yeah,
get some gold pieces every year.
yeah, and you can just pull back whenever you need money from there.
Well, I'm just going to. I don't trust investments because I don't trust humans, so. I will have my own vault.
Do you know what an investment is?
Investing, as far as I know, it's investing in like a business, and then
Yeah, you would probably know what it is. Because, like, you know, he has been doing business, so he knows basically funding the business.
yeah, I'll invest in my own business. That's what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah, well, I'd suggest that we have like half a year of downtime because I need to create so much goods and
Yeah, that would not sit well with my character. In half a year, he'd probably be long gone from here.
Well, I think he means so that he can buy his stuff without having to
yeah,
because I think he and I can both earn what we need. It's just gonna take a while.
Yeah. By the way, so actually, how much did I get for selling back the original plate?
Yeah, give me a second.
That's probably gonna,
90%, so
yeah.
it would be 1,350.
Give me a second. I will perform that. Yeah, I think so.
1,350.
Not too big of a loss, but some.
Still, I have 9,022 gold right now. I'm happy.
I was like, I said, I was like, when you said it's like, yeah, there's probably not much on the material count, I'm like, less.
Hmm.
Why? Are you just gonna sit on all of it?
Well, let's see here. I'm trying to do calculate how much downtime I would actually need.
And
I
you can
haven't
just tell me how much downtime they want, and I'll just like see how much of you actually get.
Oh yeah, I have no idea. Like, I haven't even like fully figured out the house I want to have yet, so I have no idea how much downtime that would take.
well, you could start out with a simple house.
Yeah.
Well, I have this much money now, might as well spend it all if possible. But yeah, before all of that though, just what?
Yeah, go on.
I should probably input the stats of my new armor, but I have no idea how that's gonna happen. So I think it's different from yesterday's mithril plate I got.
It is literally the same, but it's just not a +2.
Oh, okay.
It's a mithril. At this moment, it is a mithril plate.
And nothing else.
Nothing else right now. But it's a scaling item. So.
Yeah. Let's see here. Trying to do math. I need 6 days for magic, which is at least 500 gold saved there. say a little bit.
Is it a +1 mithril full plate though?
No, this is simply a normal full plate right now.
Alright, so not even +1. Okay.
I can earn 2 capital a day.
Yeah, same here. Pretty much any one of them.
Yeah, same.
Alright, so if I may ask, I said armor type to medium, correct?
Yeah.
Alright. Spell failure, well that gets ignored by me anyway, so should I just put that to 0 then, or?
Yeah, pretty much sure, because it's actually, it's, no, yeah, it's not, but yeah.
Alright, the AC bonus, is that still 9?
Yep.
Alright, enhancements is 0. Max dex, is that 1 or?
That is the same as with the neutral.
So +3.
+3, yeah, I thought the +3 was because it was a +2, so.
No, it's because it's Mithril.
Alright, and the ACP was -3 then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I was wondering, because I wondered if some of those stats actually changed because it was like a +2 enhanced.
It's literally just a +2 to your AC.
Yeah.
How it, there's more to it, but that involves crafting them or creating new ones, because eventually you use the +2 as currency to pay for some of the special enhancement.
Alright. Well, I've done set as armor, so I have that one equipped now. Holy shit, I'm currently on heavy load. All that money.
But put it to other currency. Because
Well, I don't have anywhere to store it yet, so.
you just keep it in the bag of holding and you trust the person enough.
Okay. So, if I build this in the correct order, I need 2 months.
Nice.
Yes.
You're not getting 2 months.
No.
If I
might.
if I build it so I save around what would be? I would save 750.
I mean,
It would only be like 2 weeks.
I mean, you can just like put it to building. It just won't be complete until you make an extra going.
The problem is I want I also want to spend the time actually like using it. I think the longest thing that takes to build there is 20 days.
Yeah,
Okay, so-
I need like 250 total, so that's in total 125 days. So 4
Yeah.
months for a mansion.
Alright, so, yeah, where can I actually see? Is it under settlements? The,
No, it is in
Downtown.
Yeah, downtown.
yeah, I'm trying to find downtown. I can't find it.
Just
Yes,
look it up.
yes.
It's downtown.
Yeah, search it.
Or use a good PDF reader which has the capabilities of using bookmarks.
PDFs. Okay, here we go. Construct buildings. That's most likely the one I'm looking at. And I need to see rooms and team.
Yes, beware, math lies ahead of you.
Hulp.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So what did you want to your house?
Well, I'm gonna describe it as I did before, as in I have no idea what this turns out. It is going to be a it was gonna be a riverside building, remember? So I think the thing I suggested starting out with, Raf told me, was the pier, since that gets me like a little dock that I can like put a small boat on or whatever. Gets me some warehouse space, gets me an office, I believe. And an animal pen, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Then what I want onto that is a second animal pen.
Oh damn. You know that one of them is enough to hold like I think 5 animals.
Yeah, but one of them is enough to hold one Carnosaur, so.
Yeah,
If I
sure.
also want small
Yes.
animals on the side, then I
But
need
it
extra
counts
animals.
as it's a medium animal, so
Carnosaur is large.
large.
5 minutes.
Oh, at large.
Yeah.
Well, actually, yeah, that doesn't matter because it's still a horse-sized. Because horse is large. So
The
it's still,
Carnosaur a horse size? I thought it was quite a bit
Yeah.
bigger than that.
well, it's the same size category, so it goes the same event.
Yeah.
It was a caster's tower, and what else?
An animal pen and a dodger.
All right, so yeah, I'm still gonna go for 2 animal pens just for reasons. Other than that, I would like 4 more storage.
4 more storage. I'll just mark this as warehouse, and I'll just make you the things. So mark what do you want in there.
All right, I want a storefront. I want a workshop. This is all the bottom floor, by the way. Then for the top floor, I think I get the office from the pier itself. Then I just want a master bedroom there, with of course like the lavatory and all the other things you'd have, like a kitchen area. And I'd like a library with some variances of books from different kinds. I'm not sure if that's one thing or multiple things.
It's called study in there.
Yeah. Each one you do gives you one specific area.
Yeah, well then I guess that would be. What are the areas, by the way? Is that just the knowledge things or not?
Yeah.
Thank
you, Bia.
Was the kitchen, was they just something that you could that has to be marked even on a like living house, or is just something that's just if it's a like an inn where they do professional with food?
It's also in an average house. An inn will typically have maybe more than one kitchen if there's more than one cook.
And then yeah, I guess like out back where the animal pens are, like there's a yard, of course.
I can see that your shit is much cheaper in goods than mine.
Well, I don't want something very fancy. I literally want like a large warehouse with built-in shop and living quarters and libraries and stuff.
No, I was actually talking about rap.
Oh, okay.
The only reason that you cost the same is because mine doesn't take magic.
I'm not sure. I'm like Raf suggested this last time. I'm not sure if you gave an answer on that. Maybe I get a discount on the
Yeah, you do.
suppositories because I has the books.
Yeah, I'm doing monthly math.
Okay.
I'm basically just adding all the stats for what you wanted,
I shall be quiet.
and I'm doing them. Yeah, I'll just deduct the price from.
Maybe
you
I
want
should
a-
look at an inn instead.
Do you want a bath?
Yes, but you know I'm big lizard, so make it a big bath. Like I said, master bedroom because it large bed, like not like tiny as in bed.
Yeah.
It's to fit a large lizard, so probably an oversized 2-person human bed, I guess.
It's considerably more abstract than that. But
Oh yeah, I'm not sure if any of this like comes with a fireplace, but it would be nice to have a fireplace in either the living room or the bedroom.
I think, if I'm doing the math correctly here, during the time this is building, and the time I need to make, I can save 1,500 from the actual cost.
it's pretty decent.
I have to-
Yeah.
It's not amazing. It's pretty damn much.
I've just been naming stuff off. I have no idea if I have enough money to actually build this.
You shouldn't have a problem.
Really? Is it that cheap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought like certain rooms were already like 2,000 gold.
Yeah, he's already building a mansion.
Well, yeah, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't have all the money for that, or does he?
Oh yeah, the money is not the problem.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The problem
Okay.
is the time.
Yeah. Like adventurers are filthy rich in general.
I might have been too generous with what I wanted. Hold on. Well, I guess there's always room for later improvements. Like if I start to hire servants, I might need to make some servant quarters or something.
Servants usually have their own houses. They just if they don't move around with you.
Ah, okay.
Like you can just get like sailors or soldiers who if you provide them money, they're like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'd probably like for when I'm not
But if it's
adventuring.
but if it's like craftspeople.
Yeah. Someone to look after the animals or something, most likely. But not now yet. That'll be later, of course. Like, right now, it's just gonna be an empty building. Most likely.
Well, I've paid for it. This is, I think, 20 days in.
Have we actually gone back to? I keep forgetting his name. So sorry. Ethan? No. Ethiel.
Yeah, we did that like the very next day.
Oh, okay. Because I wondered if we're actually gonna like do something about that, or if it just we did it. Yeah. Okay. I was like quite surprised with the amount of money I ended up from that. I mean, I only got one item from it, but it's an absolutely cool item.
Okay, so here's the achievement that you're gonna have this reduction of price you're gonna get is half the goods and you don't need the magic resource, which then makes it the book repository to cost 4 goods to influence in 7 days.
Cool, but is this for one repository or for like multiple? Because I took books on multiple subjects, I believe.
One repo because you basically stole from one repository, so you can't just magically make more books.
Yeah, okay, but I think I feel like
it's multiple areas, but it's fluff because you have to select something. Giving +1 to everything is kind of.
Yeah, so then just in that case make it a planar one, since that would involve both summoning and like different kinds of monsters from engineering. So that would probably work the best then.
No, to actually get bonuses on summoning, you need a summoning circle.
Well, yeah, that's something that I might get later.
I should have probably thought about that. Okay, what would a summoning circle add?
Real quick, by the way, Rav, did you sell the Hellbird?
The halberd?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Ah, shit. I had wanted that one. Since it was nice and mastercrafted.
It costs like 300 to get on.
Yeah.
It's a road.
Yeah, I'll wait. We'll probably run across a pokey weapon again at some point.
You usually have only one because. But yes.
Yeah, but I think that was like nice for my profession because a pokey weapon probably handles better underwater than a spear. And then I mean a sword. You know, he tends to have like a harpoon or whatever, and in this case a halberd would probably fit the job fine.
Summoning chamber is 11 goods for influence.
Yeah.
It's quite expensive.
Yes. But it gives me a bonus to everything that has to do with summoning.
Yeah.
Should I get one as well, or could I literally use yours?
You can use.
Okay, yeah. Study on planar stuff, but. Right.
Let's see, I'm just counting how much I can save, because the magic and the influence I can get quite easily.
I mean, that actually the equivalent of like you having the repository but not the summoning circle is actually the same of me having PDFs about drawing but not Photoshop.
Alright, so I should actually get one then, since I have the...
No, because I can just borrow somewhere else in Photoshop. That's it.
Alright, so if I were to go use the summoning circle, I would actually get the bonus from my repository.
You get the bonus, like, it's just...
Okay, cool. That's fine then. I haven't decided what kind of workshop I want yet, though. That
just not
depends
just
on...
workshop.
Yeah, okay. Can always specialize it later then, to like an alchemy lab or whatever. I was thinking of alchemy at first, but I think Rav's got that covered right now, so...
Nope.
Oh yeah, he can do alchemy.
You're capable of
actually,
alchemist, right?
Yeah, I should probably switch out the artisan shop for an alchemy station. I think they're the same cost.
That's true. You might actually be the artisan's workshop that you should do. Yeah.
No, me.
Yeah.
What does that allow me to do?
Give me a second. It makes it possible for you to craft things.
Like?
Basically.
Okay, I have to pay 30 extra gold to switch out the artisan's workshop to a alchemy lab.
You're breaking my back here.
But you're actually buying it?
Hmm?
Oh wait then. Captain, I always forget the fact that the prices are not the full prices, but the half prices.
No, the prices are the full prices.
Oh, yeah.
Brain, you cannot do so that it has to dump.
Yeah, so you're just buying the alchemy lab and not
Yeah, I'm just paying the difference, but it's only a 30 gold difference. So switching out the artisans with an alchemy.
Are the downtime events actually gonna happen or not at all?
Maybe.
Yeah, it depends, to be honest. It depends on multiple things, but the biggest two are if I'm feeling like it, and two, if I remember. So you could have multiple things building at once, right?
Yeah, as long as they're not dependent on another thing.
So,
and since I'm not actually making a tower, I'm just buying a building in the middle of Dagger Mark and then outfitting it. Is basically how I'm doing it.
Well, I think I'm either
we do the same thing, pretty much.
well either I'm buying all the building and fitting it up, or I'm just buying an empty plot of land on the docks.
Yeah, you can probably just like buy an old warehouse or something.
Yeah.
It's pretty much perfect for you. It's just that I don't have to mark how long it takes for stuff to build, because you can just
Yeah.
we can just take a look at which one of them takes the longest, and then add how long it takes to do things.
Which for me would be the summoning chamber.
Give me a second. To be honest, it might actually be the book repo for record. For you, it might be the book repository that takes the longest to build.
You know, what's my current build I'm looking at, or price?
I don't know about the price, because I just not gonna use influence and labors,
Okay.
and I just then do the price thing. Oh no, it is actually the artisan's workshop with 20 days. So far, the thing that takes you the longest to build is artisan's workshop with 20 days.
Yeah.
Wow. I actually have a pretty decent magic income. Plus 40.
Nice. So
I have no idea if I just have no idea if my building's going to be producing anything. Just picked it for what fit my character.
There isn't a lot of gold and influence, to be honest.
It's good, it's good. Well, I guess for it to produce gold, though, someone might actually be working at it.
Yeah. That's why you're probably gonna need some sort of craftspeople in there, which I can just add in here, because
I should point out though that the building you get has the basics it needs to operate, and teams just add to it.
Yeah.
So you don't have to have teams, but it helps.
and workers give like other nice things.
Yeah. By the way, is there the possibility of taking like the artisan's workshop and like adding an alchemy lab onto that, or would that be like an entire new part of the building?
How it's done is literally you take them as separate and then you fluff that you knock down the wall.
Yeah, so like on a building plan, if I decide to make one, it'll still be the same room then.
I don't. It just literally does not matter. I'm doing this rules wise, and you can just fluff the ever living shit out of it if you want. I'm just giving you a lot of things that you have in there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, I guess I'll just start making goods and labor and influence, and then in like a year I'll be done.
If we're gonna be very fucking fancy, since apparently money is not all that much, what types of bath are there?
Multiple. You can make your own one.
Is there like a hot
You
springs type?
can fluff your own bath.
You can make a watering hole
Yeah.
and have a massive thing.
I actually have bought furnishings in my bath.
Well, I was thinking of maybe like a hot springs type thing.
Yeah, it's actually strange that it doesn't list
Bea,
all the shit with
Bea.
Yeah?
do you have a magical jacuzzi?
No.
Oh, I'm disappointed.
What?
Jacuzzi.
Duh, but what's magical about it? What does it
The
do?
fact that it's physically impossible in this world without magic.
No, it's not.
It's not.
You just have to be clever with piping and perhaps like a hot spring source.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, there's a sauna. I can make the ultimate Finnish building.
Yeah, it's a bar and a sauna in the same building. Nothing else.
Honestly, a sauna might actually fit with my character, but I don't know.
I like Mark.
I guess I would actually start out with the entourage. That would take. I already got the influence, so it would cost me 12, so 6 days.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at all the baths now. The only thing I can find that actually it's either a bath or upgrades from it is a bath, a blood spa, or a sauna.
Or maybe I should just give up on all of those downtown stuff, since I'm not even sure it fits with Vincenzo.
Yeah. The thing is, like, there are not rules for different kinds of baths because it's literally fluff. Like, there's a lot of things that literally just do not matter rules wise. So you can just, basically, if you want a different kind of bath, open a Word document and start writing what kind of a bath you do, and then just attach that to the handout.
Yeah. You also you could just like purchase a house. It's something.
Just do it like this, then, actually, because I think this would work. Just have a normal bath and have a sauna, and then combine those into one room, which would most likely make like a hot springs bath.
Bath includes a sauna includes a bath. And just add like furnishing in it or something.
Alright, yeah, but I'm like looking basically like a hot spring is what I'm looking for. So.
They're gonna fluff.
Would that be a sauna that I fluff then, or just a bath?
I'll just give you stats.
Alright, that's fine. I know I'm
Leave
being
me alone.
unreasonable, sorry.
Leave me alone. I want to do bath.
I just realized what would actually suit my character best.
Mm-hmm.
A ship.
I have a small dog.
You just move it by waving your hands.
Now, like, I have a dog, so you could probably, like, if he needs a place to
And if the
store it.
ship, your dog can handle a boat, not a ship.
Well, depends on how big the ship is he's planning to get. I mean, I doubt it's a galleon.
Yeah, but like your pier is not gonna be like a massive one of those like.
Could it hold a ship about the size that we have in Mondays or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Honestly, that's still a ship in my opinion.
Well, yeah, but it'll basically take the entire pier.
Well, yeah, I don't really plan on owning a boat, so. It's literally
Okay,
there just to
okay.
fluff the reason that it's on a dock. That thing is built there, like it's on a pier. So
Yeah. By the way, actually, if I wanted to use the assorted dragon parts from the little wormling to make a amulet of mighty fists with acid, would that reduce the cost? Because it's kind of fitting.
my idea has been stolen.
Well, it's not the
Googling
gloves.
intensifies.
Hmm?
Just Googling intensifies. Okay, let me see.
Well, since it's like material components, it's basically up to you how much they would shave off.
Maybe a cube. Though I guess I could also make a watermill. I do have a power that specifically mentions that I'd be able to drive such a wheel.
It gives a corrosive ability, right?
Hmm?
The acid thingy.
Yeah, it
Yes,
gives me corrosive for my
Yeah.
natural weapons.
Yeah.
It doesn't need a normal +1 that weapons usually need, because amulets are fun like that. But they are also twice as expensive as a weapon.
And you can only have one.
Yeah. The one I'm looking to make is a base cost of 4k.
Yeah. I'd say it reduces it to 3k.
Alright. So, let's see here. That would be then for crafting, just doing math. It would cost me 15 magic in that case.
Which is 3 days for you.
Yep. I've already like converted stuff in my like most of my gold into magic just so I have it done. Because no matter what happens, it's still gonna all that money is still gonna be converted into magic.
Actually, is there anything in my house that produces the magic resource? Because I am like an off-castery type, so I should probably have some.
No, dude. Dude. Let's put it this way. You're not a caster. You have the ability to cast magic, but you're not a caster.
But one, I still need like magic resources for
Oh.
making magic items and stuff.
Well, yes, but but for those like you can effectively bonus your rolls and shorten the time it takes
Yeah, okay.
by using magic resource, but you don't have anything that produces magic.
Okay.
But like you are not a caster. You have some utility spells, but it's like caster refers to someone who does not like. Okay, let's forget the concept of multi-classing for a while because that just complicates things. But caster is generally a person who does not hit things with a sword.
No.
This analogy is completely ruined by the fact that Rav is here. I do love the logic of a confessional booth with a bonus on stealth checks.
Sorry, what?
A confessional room, like confessional, it gives a bonus on stealth checks.
He without sin walks lightly. Or something.
Nah, it's just if you hide there.
Ah.
That is a lot of damage, to be honest.
Yes. Just trying to figure out how to best do the extra damage. Because there is a literal like an extra damage box. I think that might be the better way. Yeah, there we go. Now they're separate fields. And then we'll also add my kamikaze. Yeah.
BRB.
Oh yeah. That would have hurt.
Yes, that would have.
Not enough crits.
Well, rogue characters generally don't go crit fishing.
I was surprised by some of the rolls I got yesterday. I'm very happy with them though.
Welcome back. Let's see here. I am also going to make a non-slotted item, which is called the Tactician's Earring. It will cost me 22 magic, which is another 5 days.
5.5.
Yeah. Well, 4.5 to be exact.
Oh, that's it.
Let's see here. And yeah,
Ikers,
Yes?
do you want a training area in your room?
Into my room?
No, your house.
What does that do?
Give me a second. It counts as a training facility for training or retraining. It is evidently you can retrain your things, so you can by spending gold and time you can change feats if you went like happy with a feat or something, stuff like that. You need a training facility, and this way you don't have to rent it. You just have one.
No, it doesn't really fit what I'm going for with the house, I say. Of course, you can go, yes, it's nice, I'll take it, but it doesn't really fit with the fluff of the house, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay. And lastly, I am going to, because I think I've used so much time now that I'm at a month, so, but in that month I also have 5 days for summoning the second pack member.
Okay.
And this is after the summoning circle is done, so I actually have that one. Month is like a nice round number.
Yeah. I probably don't get roughly a month because.
Yeah. And I'm giving it the same agreement as the old one. And the same enticements and whatnot, which I remember you gave me a +3. So he can do a charisma check, 1d20 +2. I do a one with 1d20 +8 for total bonuses.
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Okay, so day 1, nothing.
How much do you have to succeed by?
I only have to succeed by 1. So day 2, I got an 11. Day 3. There we go.
Yeah.
Took me a little bit longer this time.
But last time pretty well.
So before we actually finalize this, he gets 2 checks to try and break out. Oh shit! I think the car might be here. Hold on.
I still haven't found out how he somehow gets all the resources in 2 weeks.
Because he's not building a mansion.
Well, even the Casas Tower still seems to take quite some.
Yeah, but it's because like it's not the actual tower. It has all the stuff, so he can build all when he gets all the goods, he doesn't have to wait for things. Nothing is dependent on each other. Everything can just be built at the same time. That saves a lot of time because you don't have to build the first floor before you build the second floor because it's a pre-built house that's just furnished.
Well, how long would it take for me to make the mansion?
If you manage to get a mansion, like, because like, okay, so basically,
Alright.
how if you just get a house from a that is pre-built but it's not like furnished, it effectively means that you don't have the building time for your entire house is just the longest time that one of your rooms will be building. So if you have like a workers artisan workshop, the building time would be 20 days, stuff like that. It definitely none of it adds together. I'm not sure if you can buy a mansion.
I have no idea what exactly you said there.
Okay, so
So you're
how
saying
about
I
that?
build an armory and that would take like a week, and then I build a bar and that would take a week,
No,
and I
no.
both at the same time.
Yeah, well, first of all, they're not, you can do that on base rules. Like, though you can have multiple things building at once as long as they are not dependent of each other. So as long as, like, you don't upgrade from something, that's a bad thing in this case. But Oh, or you don't have like a second floor effectively. Then you can just have everything building at the same time.
All right.
Or if you have the second floor pre-made, then you can also have everything.
Aksu, make a. Just roll a d20 twice. This is where it gets dangerous. No. Okay, the only thing I was looking for there if we got a natural 20, because that's how difficult it is for him to break out. But if he had rolled a natural 20 or any one of those, I would have been in deep shit. Anyway, the car is ready, so I'm gonna disappear for about half an hour to 40 minutes. So all you guys do the rest of your downtime shit, and I hope I'll be back before we do anything else.
Good.
Yeah, I must say I'm still extremely confused how you can do it all in that little time. I mean, I can't even build a shitty tiny house in twice as much time.
Yeah, building a mansion, that's a shitty house.
No, I mean an average shitty house.
The thing is, okay, so how long does it take for you to get all the like stuff that you need, like all the goods, gold, and influence? We're not talking about room build time.
Let me just find it. I think it was like 250, which is 125 days. Which is the same amount.
Shitty. But what? How
No,
much?
no, that was for the mansion, and
Oh.
250 goods were just about the same that was needed for Raf's stuff. Which is how it doesn't make sense to me that he can build so fast.
I'll ask him. Look.
I mean, if he can make 2 per day.
It could be that because he's building, because things start get generating. Like, if you build a.
No, I mean the. Yeah.
Oh wait, no. It was actually Now I remember. Because he bought like half of it. Simply bought.
Oh.
Because he doesn't have to generate the stuff for it. He just paid the double price because it would have literally took him a couple of months to build it all. He just bought a lot of it, which you can do. You don't have to like. You don't have to craft it all yourself. You can just buy all the things, just more expensive.
Yeah, how's the math coming along in my place? Do you have any idea how long it's going to take to build the entire thing?
A couple of weeks, at best. I'm building a house here. It's not that simple. Well, actually it is, but
We already kind of had like a month of downtime, right? Because I think that's how much
we
Rap
have
spent.
roughly a month.
Okay. I guess my character would be doing some stuff for himself in the evenings, because where he is now, I doubt he'd be sitting still doing nothing for a month.
Yeah. I must say, I still don't really understand the binding. I mean, it only lasts 1 day per level. So you can only have 1 at a time.
I'm doing math. It uses the lesser planar binding spell.
Yeah, that one lasts 1 day per level.
No, it says you can attempt to complete. If the creature does not break free of the trap, you can keep it bound for as long as you dare. You can attempt to compel the creature to perform service by describing the service and perhaps offering some sort of reward.
Where exactly I've seen that? Because I'm reading the one at the bottom.
Yeah, it's right on top of it.
Once the requested service is completed, the creature need only to inform you to be instantly sent back when they can. The creature might later seek revenge. If you assign some open-ended task that the creature cannot complete through its own action, the spell remains in effect for a maximum of 1 day per cast level, and the creature gains an immediate chance to break free.
Can you guys still hear me?
No.
Now I can. Have you
You're
tried
really
saying
late.
something else?
No, but it just seems like I'm trying to do some other stuff on the internet, and like nothing is loading. So I think I might need to reset my router.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be doing that right now. I'll be back as soon as possible.
Well, I guess I'll go spend some money instead on magic items. Did you see what I wrote?
Yeah. Oh, you can give me a diplomacy check.
Yeah, I'll use one of my influence.
Yep. Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. I rolled a natural 20.
Yeah. 5.5k.
Yeah, take my money.
There you go. It was 20. So yeah.
How exactly do I set it as the bonus? Do I have to manually edit it?
Where?
The +1 for ring of protection.
Give me a second.
I don't think I can set it as armor or
And there should be
shit.
place. I think the armor just literally stacks. Like you can just add it as an extra armor thing that gives you a +1 enchantment bonus. Or no, it's enchantment just gives you a +1 bonus. And should just
No, actually, when it overrode the armor I have.
Okay, weird. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm on your. No, can I? I'm on your sheet. I wanna see the thing.
Oh,
Can you put on the enhancement box? ENH +1 there.
yeah. Well, I guess I'll just edit it manually then.
No, but like if you add it there, then is it? What's your normal AC without the?
My normal AC will be 19.
Okay. That's weird. Okay, yeah, just add it as normal, like add it manual.
It's because I have to put in a deflection bonus manually. Give me a bit more HP.
Because that's something you really need.
Yeah, because HP is what I need for my burn.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
It looks like my internet has returned.
Welcome back.
So what happened while I was gone?
I bought some shit.
You bought some shit?
Yeah. I now have a shiny belt.
You have a shiny belt. Okay.
It gives me +2 constitution.
Oh, nice.
I guess I should actually look if they have a cloak of protection, cloak of resistance, +1.
It's a deep here in the big city. It's like most of the more widespread magic items can be found.
Then I'll buy one of those for 1k. Well, guys, I need to go adventuring again.
I haven't had my downtime yet, man. We're still working on my house, so calm down.
Yeah, your house is overrated.
My house is the most important thing that's ever happened to my person. I think.
Just get yourself like a marshlands.
A what?
Marshlands.
I find that highly racist.
Says the
It is
greatest racist of all.
Yeah, but see, I'm a minority, so I'm technically not racist. You are for being racist against me. That's how it works.
Technically, he's a minority. Technically, he's a bigger minority than like a smaller minority than you are. Because there are less people. But though,
No, but he's human. He's human.
No, he's smaller minority in the same sense that 1% is smaller than all black people. How much does this make you hate him?
Yeah, you're like a black person. I'm a Jew.
Yeah, kinda. Okay, Captain, I'm doing way too many things at the same time.
Well, that definitely helped my defenses. I assume we didn't level, by the way.
Not yet. I am like yeah. After the next adventure, we're gonna get a level. Like I'm gonna give you guys a decent level, decent speed, and then I'm just gonna slow.
I'm looking forward to me getting a kinetic blade. Where I like shape a blade out of water and I stab people in melee.
Sounds fancy.
It's not really. It just means that if they engage me in melee, I'm not fucked. Because I can continue using my blast damage and stuff. In many ways, it's basically the same as point blank mastery. Did you finish your house, Icarus?
No, because I'm the one making, and I'm lazy. I'm doing multiple things at the same.
Oh,
It's mostly finished, but I just have to calculate how much it all costs. Pretty much and see if there's really anything. You wanted a vault, right?
Huh?
You wanted a vault, right?
Yes, definitely. And is there something like a trophy room?
There's a thing that literally says a trophy room.
Okay, that might be something I might want as well. Probably like use that as the entrance hall. Just have like heads of pretty beasties I've murdered mounted on the walls. Wonder how much money I'll have left over for other stuff once my house is built.
Some. Not an amazing amount, probably, but
I was hoping it might be enough to get my armor to a +1.
the armor.
My armor or my weapon, actually.
I don't know if you can actually start enchanting, pre-enchanting scaling items, because they kind of like don't really know what they do. I don't know if there's even the rules for that.
Well, in that case, I'll just go for the sword if I have enough of that. Or I can, or if I have enough, I can try and make those gloves I've been talking about.
Because what you would be doing is, because crafting, you can craft scaling items, and if you craft scaling items, what you do is you pay the price for the maximum scale item. So you could pay the price as if you were 20th level.
Alright, so it gains the pluses over time as well. I thought it just gained new abilities.
Well, I mean, pluses are new abilities. Count as a ability.
Yeah, okay. Well, in that case, I'm not going to bother upgrading the armor. So I'll either get the weapon to +1, or I'll get the gloves if I have enough left for that.
Holy shit. When they said hot sauce in the sandwich, I didn't expect it to be so hot.
Well, it is hot sauce.
Yeah, it was like me when I went to Subway, because Finland is not known for liking hot sauces, because I don't know when it's chilly in this country. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure, put the whatever it was. What's the Subway's hot sauce?
Well, if it's the same as in Denmark, and this is from Denmark, then yeah, it's just called hot sauce.
No, it's not. It's one of the
Is it the Chipotle?
No, it's named after a county in America.
Rochester?
Give me a second. Louisiana hot sauce.
Ah.
Yeah, and I yes sir, did it in there, and like, because I didn't expect it to be actual Louisiana hot sauce, and it wasn't, but it was considerably more than I expected.
Yeah, it might be the same they use, because this sandwich is from Subway.
Okay, Icarus.
Hmm?
I'm giving your bedroom fortification.
What does that mean?
It's extra durable. That is so it withstands the fact that you're a lizard.
I guess like the bed is extra strong or something.
And that room is basically extra strong.
Okay.
Bed. You wanted fluff? I give you fluff.
How much is this fluff gonna cost me?
150 gold if you do it yourself, 200 if you buy it.
That's one expensive bed.
That's the entire room.
Only the bed needs reinforcement.
No, but here's the thing. This basically means that you can take your closet and hit someone with it and the closet will probably survive.
What kind of things do you think I'm gonna be doing in that bedroom?
You have to defend your home if someone tries to steal stuff.
I'll let them try.
Yeah, exactly.
The house is
Exactly.
guarded
Exactly.
by currently a very massive lizard, but probably later an even massiver lizard.
Yeah, exactly. And the massive lizard needs a weapon. What better than to use your...
Can I build
Closet.
my house underwater?
Uh,
The fact that you have to think about this makes me think like, what the fuck, Pathfinder?
mm,
No, I don't want it underwater, but that is an interesting concept if that's actually possible.
you should be. It would be just expensive as fuck.
Yeah, I don't think it would be more expensive to build underwater.
Yeah, it's a lot more because you need magic a lot of it.
Well, yeah.
So there's basically two ways of doing it. Either that everyone who's in there is under the effect of water breathing, which is gonna be expensive as all hell. Because
I would probably do it in a different way where the building is underwater but the inside is air.
yeah, or the other way, which is just basically keeping all the water away, which I'm not sure how it should be done. It would still be expensive.
But yeah, like I know it's possible because like Outsea, like which is quite close to Dagger Fort or Dagger Mark, has it.
Yeah,
But no, I just want dockside warehouse.
Yeah, well, those are effectively done by just glass domes, which are still expensive. It's the non-magical version, but it's also easy to break. Okay.
yeah, it makes me think of 3.5 and the Stronghold Builder's Guide. That one basically had like you could build flying castles and castles underwater and
Yeah,
other planes and stuff.
If I was an aquatic, like a fully aquatic race, I would definitely build underwater.
Yeah, it's 3.5 is one of those things that I want to try at some point, but I know it's so much math that's basically impossible.
We stick with Pathfinder. It's basically 3.5 with X, as far as I know.
Yeah, it is. But it has the same problem as 5e has, but like, you know, in a lesser extent. It's basically by stripping off a lot of the like heavy rulings, you also take away like rules for building underwater forts or flying forts.
Hmm.
Actually, 3.5 is like Pathfinder, except it's not so much the math rules, it's more like rules are very complex sometimes.
Yeah.
Like in this one, we have like CMB and CMD. Those did not exist in 3.5, which meant that every single of those had their own rules and their own roles, and it was really fucked up.
But holy shit, did it have a lot of content.
Oh yeah.
Stop looking at shinies and make my house.
I'm not,
Only get my.
I'm not looking at Chinese. I just.
Also, I'm guessing all these rooms include furnishing, right?
Well, if they include furnishing, if the furnishings augmentation, these basically extra fancy furnishings.
Okay.
But yeah,
I'll probably take those for the storefront. It's gonna be like a fancy alchemical plus random bits and bobs I find on travels, like artifacts, treasures, thingies, gems.
But the artifacts in Pathfinder are a very different thing from anything.
Well, I just mean like relics. I find them at Tomb.
Yeah, that's how different thing. Because artifacts is like.
Yeah, okay, but like bits and bobs, yeah, like just like rare stuff you don't find every now and then.
I think the only way for a player character to like make an artifact is by them spending like mythic levels on it, because
Yeah.
my legendary weapon it becomes an artifact. I totally wasn't looking at that for that out. But then I realized that there's so much fancy shit that I need from otherwise, so no.
Yeah. I just thought that we go and find some mythic stuff and
We're
we
probably gonna
didn't
go mythic.
become mythic ourselves.
We're probably gonna go mythic. Come on. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's still a bit early for that though, I guess. I mean, we've literally only done 2 jobs together.
Yeah.
Suddenly favored by the gods for doing odd jobs. Yay!
Doesn't have to be favored by the gods.
Yeah. I think it's some general way of you being super strong.
It can also be like, for instance, that magician's place we were in, and then we do some stuff and things explode and we become irradiated with magical energy, and somehow that's
Yeah, basically like
our
it can be Project X if you want. Kinda. Like that's a way actually that would be become mythic in some level.
Give up.
Hello.
Took a bit longer because I had to argue with the pharmacist.
No problem, actually still hasn't made my house yet.
Because things.
He's been
yes,
distracted by shiny.
Yeah, shinies and PHP and
Yeah, so
stuff.
yes, I have a great attention span. Let's put it that way.
Well, I guess I better do some extra shit then.
Well, I'm pretty sure the downtime is about a month. So suddenly 2 months, but
I mean,
I ended up deciding I don't want a house anymore. I just want shit.
yeah. I mean, I can always start whatever I have, tell Axu how long it's gonna take, and then he tells me how far I get.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna do it no matter what.
Also, how exactly are you doing that binding thing? Because you do notice that it's only 1 day per level.
I am doing a contract binding that contracts them for guardian work with only up to a month, and if they and yeah, I'm using some fairly fidgety rules here, and
Because normally you can't bind it for more than 1 day per level.
yeah, I know. If it's an open contract that doesn't have a specific purpose, but I am giving them a specific purpose, and basically I'm like I passed this through actually before actually like
David, hold on.
yeah.
I am balancing around it, but I will if it starts to go to the point of unleashing armies of dinos, I'm just gonna.
No. I'm
Yeah,
only ever gonna
I'm-
have 2.
Yeah, I'm looking through it. Like I looked through it multiple times, and it's like it's. I know what it looks. It's gonna be strong, but yeah, I'll bounce around it. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why you had like CR6 enemy and a decent bunch of guards around you. I just
Yeah.
did assume that you'd be leaving the guy outside.
Yeah, no, I'm like, they are meant to be like my flanking buddies, but I usually won't take them into a house, for example, unless I feel that it's like it would be a good idea to do so, like if it's a big house, for example. So like I don't have them just to increase my fighting power. I have them a bit as a fluffing, a bit as a like flanking buddies, hunting buddies. They're like my like a very nasty pair of guard dogs or hunting dogs.
Actually, am I allowed to make your job even harder for making my house?
Maybe. Depends.
Am I allowed to have a basement level which connects to a sewer system, which leads to an airlock contraption, which leads directly into the river?
No, but you already have sewer access.
I said, could I use the sewer access to get into the river unseen?
Yes, because that's what the sewer is. It's a pipe from your house to the river.
Yeah, but how big is this pipe? That's the question.
It's big enough for you to do it.
Okay. I was wondering, like, maybe I could keep an underwater beastie there or something. It would help me with underwater hunting.
You have a dock.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure people aren't gonna be happy if, like, a giant water lizard is just sitting there or whatever.
You don't give a shit.
I just walk
They
past the
seem
dogs
weird.
and there's a giant fucking sea beast
No,
there.
these
Like,
are dogs, they're not like
just another
dogs.
day.
You're not,
Well,
you're
pier,
not the
whatever.
dogs. Like, you have your own, like, area. You're not, like, in the docks.
Well, yeah, but it's basically like a long stretch of river with which has like a path in front of it, and that path is still
Yeah.
a public street that I have to cross to get to my beer.
It'll probably be a public spectacle, but still.
Oh, look at that giant water dinosaur. Just another day in Daggermark.
But bless you, so.
Yeah. Because that's gonna happen.
Hey, everyone who walks past has to pay $3.50. God damn it, Nessie.
Okay.
So I can use 2 days to make myself my own custom version of the Miser's mask. Just looks different.
How long have you spent on that right now?
I am at exactly a month still, I think. Because the binding I can do other stuff while doing it, because I think it takes like an hour out of your day or something.
Yeah.
And the only other thing I've done is an Amulet of Mighty Fist, which took me for 2 days. So for crafting stuff, I still have another 3 until I've used up that initial month. If I had managed my building better and stuff like that, I probably would have way more. But I can't be bothered to do that math. All right, there we go. I actually can't afford anything else. So I just have a mask that allows me the scent ability for gems and coins only.
Those things don't give off a smell as far as I know.
No, but now they do, and only when I'm wearing this mask.
Magic.
Okay.
Also, your house is pretty decent at making money.
Really now?
Yeah, if you on average you make 10 gold coins a day,
Ooh,
which
that's
is
not too bad.
a lot.
It is.
Like,
It's like 2/3 of Heron's place, and that thing that's massive.
yeah.
Well, at the moment, I don't have anyone hired yet, but I
You
should
can
probably
do it
get some
yourself,
people.
effectively.
Well, yeah, once I'm there, but I also want the house to be doing stuff while I'm away, so, you know.
You can get a user manager, which costs you X amount of gold pieces per day, but they keep the place running. It's you have to still check out like once a month, I believe, to stop it. Can also make on average 6 influence.
Is that a lot? Is that a few?
It's pretty damn good.
Yep.
But you do have to you decide if you make gold or influence.
And how many goods do I make?
That is my next on my math.
Okay, and I guess I don't make any magic at all, right?
No.
Not even the repository.
No, it doesn't
Nope.
make anything. It gives you
The
gold.
repository should give him +7, I think.
I don't think it gives magic, but a magic repository does.
Oh, it's just
yeah.
it's a book repository and a magic repository.
Yeah.
If you the difference between them is kind of small, but I think a planner repository would be a magic repository because it has to do with it's both religion and arcana, just a specific field of it.
Well, knowledge planar is something separate from religion and arcana,
Yeah.
right?
I mean,
Yeah,
it's a subdivision of the both of them. Wait, but it's a separate skill.
Okay. Should just get them more expensive.
Yeah.
Well, I just hope
Actually-
my 9,000 gold is enough.
Yeah,
It is.
The difference is like 400 gold, I think.
The ones that are not magic repositories are dungeoneering, engineering, geography, history, local, nature, nobility. The other 3 are magical. Anyway, since you're not done, I'm gonna put some garlic bread in my
Yeah,
oven.
I'm slow at this.
Yeah, you could just have said what you needed, and then I could put it into Hero Lab, and you'd have it in like 2 minutes.
Wasn't a very Hero Lab has that. Okay.
Max, be sneaky. She's watching the stream and heard me say garlic bread.
Oh, it's being streamed?
Yeah, we got Toad here.
Oh,
Toad's been here for a while.
I haven't heard him say anything.
He hasn't said
Never did.
anything.
Yeah, his character is still waiting to be introduced.
Yeah, because I'm not sure. Like, I tried to ask him, but like,
I'd completely forgotten he was actually joining the series.
yeah, like, let me see.
You bad person.
I literally thought he was here just to stream.
Yeah, it's
Magical missile!
There was no catharsis. My punishment continues to elude me.
Well, I can only assume that during the downtime we might have been like looking around for someone to aid us.
I mean, if he is a customer at our normal tavern, we would probably see him at some point. And I mean, we are kind of standoutish.
What, just
Like,
because I was
why?
asleep on a table? That's kind of racist.
but these are the anti-dino.
I think you have your own house by this point, but I'm
It's still
gonna
in the
guess we're... Yeah.
I'm probably the only one that don't really stand out that much.
I'm actually gonna move my funds to other funds now. I don't have a place to store it in, so I can actually walk around at normal speed again. Gonna keep-
Remember, we still
should
have
probably-
papers.
Yeah, I'll do that later. Nope, that's 1-0 too many.
Small side note, my raptors actually have magical items.
What?
Yeah, they come with the tactician's earring. They're included in the price and the crafting time. It's an iron like collar, and it allows me to basically have a constant status on the two of them at all times, and I can whisper messages to them, but only to them specifically.
Oh, when you said tacticians, I actually thought that it was like you shared teamwork feats with them.
New
Teamwork is banned in this game, as far as I know. Or, I mean,
No.
leadership.
leadership, yeah. Not teamwork.
My punishment continues to
Yeah, teamwork is just basically like you boost each other if both of you have defeat.
Yeah. But there was literally no point to giving them teamwork feats, even if the precision damage one could have been nice.
Outflank.
Yeah.
I'm just, by the way, I put most of my money in other currency, but I'm keeping like 5 gold pieces and 11 silver pieces on me. It's just pocket change for buying like the odd piece of food.
I still got like 500 gold on me.
Well, at the moment I still got, let me see, in my other currency I have 9,017 gold and 5 platinum pieces, but I still need to pay for my house.
Yeah.
And then probably make more money.
Okay. So, your place costs 98 goods, then influence, and 94 labor. And daily it produces, it gives you plus a 94 to gold rolls, plus 54 to influence rolls, plus 42 to goods rolls, and plus 12 to magic rolls. Because you have that one thing that gives you magic.
Could I have a handout for this with its stats? Because there's no way in hell I'm going to remember all of that.
Give me a second.
Thank you very much.
I will also.
Yeah, I'm very, very happy that Bia has Hero Labs. Circuit has Kim.
Yeah, I totally didn't. I just didn't know Hero Labs has that. Okay. Now I just need to take a look at a little bit to figure out how you are you just gonna pay for all of them. Is there anything you can actually do for it?
Well, I don't have a profession, so I'm...
Still, it's
Well, you can,
I think you can get something.
yeah, you can earn influence with intimidation, for example.
My intimidation is quite decent, I think.
Yeah. I think the only thing you can get all of them with is, I think, spellcraft. Or is it diplomacy? It's one of the two.
And it's diplomacy probably because it's just literally you bargaining.
Yeah.
Okay.
God damn it, Spot, stop it. He's
Yeah.
on a biting spree again. I think he's bored because he doesn't want to go outside.
I think the only thing you can actually gain is influence.
It's still the second most expensive thing.
Yeah, and you have
What-
a plus
what's-
6, so
What skills do you have? I have high, that is.
well, his highest is intimidate at 6, shared with profession driver. And
What?
perception. Yeah, he's very.
He's
spread out.
not a skill monkey.
Yeah, he has like 0 skill points.
I really need skill points, man. It's like, I need more
And
than
you're
feast
not
most life.
getting them simply because
But-
it's
But
low
still,
level and low
only 6 in a skill.
Yeah.
Oh god.
level.
I'm sitting here at 46 points.
Well, that six is with only 1 point in intimidate. I mean, I could add 3 more to that if I had the skill point.
Well,
And I do get a +2 on it when
Yes,
negotiating payment or service.
Yeah, but he has a little doesn't that way. He has 23 skill ranks. Think about that.
Yeah.
You'll be spread out too.
I also have the extreme bit here that I only have 5 skills that are not class skills.
Anything on your list? Like what?
No. I love it because it's like if you do an arcane trickster, you will always almost always have it as a class skill.
Okay, let me see.
yeah, I have 36 skill ranks. But Intimidate can be used for all except for magic.
There you go.
Which means that you can indeed do it by yourself.
Do I get a bonus for being a big and angry fella?
Nope.
Oh.
Diplomacy can be used for all of them.
Well, yeah, my diplomacy is only 3, so...
Well,
That
you
doesn't
need
really matter.
10
Yeah,
to
you-
really do a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you
it's just literally if
yeah,
you have
it's
a rank
just
in it, you
10.
can use. That's the thing.
Raf, can I borrow both of your raptors real quick?
They would actually they could assist you to give you +4.
That would give me the 10.
Yeah, but the only problem is one of them doesn't exist until the end of the month.
Yeah. Okay. So you can get. So you get your stuff at rate of 1 per day, but you can get anything.
well,
Just diplomacy.
since I'm not doing shit during that time, if you're willing to give a small donation, I could do some work for you.
Bartering!
That would actually end up bad for him because I have bartering for services. So
You don't roll against other players. Unless it's intimidation. That's the only thing you roll against another player.
well, I guess if it would literally save me money, I would be fine with you helping me out.
Well, allow me then to put up a small cut in your home where I can sleep.
Yeah.
Human. I'll need to think about that.
Okay. I'm giving you a handout. Things. Give me a second. There you go. It's called a mysterious note, and you can change the name to whatever you want. And you should be able to use for it, and everyone else can see it as well.
Alright, so trophy room, vault, storefront, storage. Only 2 storages.
Well, yeah, you don't need 4.
Oh, a little warehouse.
You need but even a warehouse can be just 1 storage. Like,
I was told in the Monday game that 1 storage is like a little wooden shack.
Yeah, but you can combine them.
yeah, 2 is more than enough. It's at the point mostly fluff anyway, because it's not like
Yeah.
just doesn't really have much stuff.
Why did suddenly Jeff become the bard?
Yeah, this is actually it's actually okay. So this thing the thing with Jeff is that I think we still need to have the character done because I still don't see stats in the character.
Well, he posted a sheet in Discord, but he hasn't put it into Roll20.
Dude.
Yeah, anyway, so how long... You said I produce 1 per day, which means it would take me 100 days to gather all the
Yeah,
goods.
but you can just also
You can do a few of them.
Yeah, you can do a few of them because you get them half price if you produce them yourself. But
Alright, so how much would it cost me if I would work for 20 days and buy the rest?
Okay, so that depends on how much influence will.
I need 10 influence, so I would
10
have that.
influence.
I would have that checked off. Because if
Yeah.
it's 1 a day, then 20 days is definitely 10 influence.
Yeah, so tick off the so you can save 150 gold on the influence.
That would leave me with, if I remove the 20 days of 1 a day, that would leave me with 78 goods and 74 labor.
Well, if you want me to help out, I can produce 2
wait,
of everything except labor.
yeah. Also, Rakar, you do know that you produce one of them. You don't produce all of them at once when you do it yourself. You choose which one you produce that day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought 1 of each.
No,
Okay.
no. You don't produce one of each. You produce 1 influence or 1.
Well, then I'd go for influence because that's the most expensive one. So
And then you can get to pick another one with it. Then off which
probably labor then, since Bia can't make that.
Yeah.
driver is.
But like the problem is, I would gladly accept Bia's help, but he wants a place to stay in my house, and I'm not sure if my character would actually go for that, since his obvious dislike of humans.
Just you have sewer access. Just put him
Put him in the sewer, get some water to play with.
The only thing that I think is a bit weird with that is if Bia just gives the innkeep of our normal tavern 100 gold, he's pretty much got himself set up for years.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's not a bad place, all things told.
Yeah, I guess I can help out a bit. And after a few visits to the pleasure houses, I'm definitely in need of new work.
they wouldn't have me.
Yeah, I think
I was not allowed in.
I'm pretty sure as long as you have the coin, you can find someone willing to take it.
I'm fucking 235.
As long as you have the coin.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
Yeah, there's two things. One, there are a lot of people who do a lot of things for coin, and two, there are a lot of people into a lot of things. Just
Yep.
saying.
Xenophilia is a thing.
Dagger Market is a dirty, dirty place.
It's a bandit city. What did you expect? It is literally a city that is run by poisoners and assassins guild.
Which is why I feel so at home.
Nah, my heart belongs to another. I'm a good lizard. Mass murder.
Yeah, I think there is no like we could start continue towards the do what I had planned, but I think we should stop because it will take some time. We could just start it.
Well, it's still quite early. I mean, we could just start a bit of it, but I would kind of like to have my house paid for, so I know what money I have left into.
Yeah, the problem is I kind of need to have the entire code sheet in here as well, and the formatting is weird, so I kind of figure out what organ he used to make. Because the
Toad should really be able to do that by himself now. I know
He's
you
a
had
big boy now.
I know you had a lot of help with Willip, but you should be familiar enough with the character sheet to enter it.
alright, it's not. I don't think it's a full sheet yet.
I actually think it's got all of the shit. It's just in a different format.
No, I don't feel like I'm seeing the equipment because it is very 0 pounds.
Oh yeah, he hasn't bought any equipment.
Yeah, stuff like that. We need to figure out that, and
Right.
otherwise I'd have to introduce him in. Well, I'll be honest, inside a dungeon, which you know.
Well,
'cause
why don't we do it like this then? Toad, come on, voice. I know you're in here. Unless he just now decided to just bugger off.
Okay.
Because you could just take the rest of today then to just create Toad's character. Because then he actually has something for his stream.
Yeah.
Instead of us just sitting here talking.
Yeah, if Toad is here, we can do that. So yeah.
All right. So on the subject of my house, as I said, working 20 days, I guess I would produce 10 influence and 10 labor. And then if Bia wanted to help out for those 20 days, that would be 20 goods? No, 40 goods.
40.
Yeah.
Because I've got plus 10 in my skills. Except for labor.
Yeah, which would save you a total of 650 gold.
That would be lovely if he would be up for doing that. And I'll even pay him 200 gold for it if he wants.
I have, as much as I love math, I have second gravity. I have now successfully overloaded myself with math, so someone else wants to do the math thing.
Do you have the total cost?
In stuff, I think I do. In this,
Yeah, just if you do, if you can just put the total cost in calculator, reduce it by 650, and that's what he's gonna have to pay.
okay.
Is that minus my work and minus Bia's work?
Yep.
Alright.
That 650 is literally what you save with BSL.
Wait, only Bia's part or like my stuff's thrown in there as well?
Your stuff also.
Okay.
Yeah, Max. I think gravity sadly affects us all. Except for Superman.
Nope,
to
even
too,
him.
I can just choose to ignore it.
Also, he did crash when he first came to Earth.
Superman.exe has stopped working. Are we talking different kind of crash here?
You don't know the origin story of Superman?
I really do not. Yeah, I do know. I was
What the
joking
f-
about. Well,
Yeah.
I kind of know, but I really do not like the DC verse. I like Marvel over DC.
Yeah,
I think
same
DC
here.
is just like the classic superheroes, which I've never been as much of a fan of. I mean, Batman's all right, and stuff like Superman and the Flash is just bleh.
Superman is one of my favorites.
It's a okay.
Iron
I
Man
know the
all the
origin
way.
story of Superman because everyone knows it, but Superman is just boring.
Well, he's a paragon. Paragons are always a bit.
Yeah, it's like
No, it's like all the heroes from DC in general. Like they just feel like the generic hero type characters, to me at least.
Yeah. That's why I like basing. Whenever I play Mutants Masterminds, I always do Marvel-esque.
Oh,
I just found like the Marvel guys.
why did you have to mention that system? Now I want to play it.
It's a good system.
The crazy thing is, I've actually bought the system on Hero Lab.
Yeah. I like playing powerhouses. It's really fun.
Yeah, just having lots of strength.
Yeah.
Punch
No-
through.
People hate me for always doing the maximum trade-off for 2-hit and maximum bonus. Oh, it's so funny. I never hit, but if I do, it fucking hurts.
House
Yeah.
cost.
What?
I said house costs because I think we're getting derailed again. I would really like to pay
hey,
for
you
my
can, you
house.
can be derailed while I am in Notepad++ writing the function that I will then copy paste to Google because that's literally fast. You don't need just fucking around in Google because it's unintuitive to me.
All I do is I pull up the calculator, go through the list, just plus, plus, plus. It's like way faster. And then when you have the finished one, just press minus 650 and enter.
Okay. 3,490.
That's cheap as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I will pay
No,
that.
it's not. You're just rich as fuck.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
I already rich listed. Alright, let me just grab my calculator here real quick.
One calculator is another.
Alright, so how much was it?
3,490 gold pieces.
3,490. Alright.
And you saved yourself $150 by stealing those books.
Yay. Alright, now I'm gonna make it, since I'm a nice person, I'm gonna make a deposit of 150 gold to Bia.
To me?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Now I
Hey.
can afford my inn.
You actually earned like 75% of the value of the goods you produced.
Really? Have I paid him too much? I won't.
Yeah, I don't think you really understand the values.
Alright, so what would you say is a good amount then for the work you gave?
Maybe 25 gold at most.
Okay. Yeah.
You got to remember that a normal person earns like 2 gold pieces a week.
Okay, yeah. Let's just give you 20 gold then.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to remember that kind of stuff when your character is running around with thousands of gold.
Oh yeah.
When everything you buy is in adventure prices.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
Yeah.
a proper meal, like a really proper fancy meal, is a silver piece.
Wait, this tavern has been ripping me off. I've been paying him gold coins for chicken.
Oh yeah. You've been ripped so much off.
Actually, damn you.
I haven't even paid for my shit. I just handed him a what's it called? A coin purse of like random values It's like, that's gonna pay for my tab for a while.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not paying him. I'm not paying him for my stay then, while my house is being constructed. All right. So how long does my house actually take to get done? Now that we have payment out of the way.
I think it's 20 days.
Is that all it takes? Okay.
Yeah, because everything can be built at the same time because you're.
Oh, it's a 2-story house. So.
Well, yeah, but it's a pre-made house. That's the point of getting a pre-made house. You don't have to build the actual house. You just put the stuff in.
All right. So that means I still have 10 days of complete downtime that I can do shit in, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have 5,500 gold left. I probably want to get some stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that
Like
enough
magic
to get the gloves I was talking about, or not at all?
The deliquescent gloves?
Yeah, the touchy acid corrosion.
Yes, they are 4,000.
Oh, actually. And do I get a discount since I have all the dragon bits?
Give me a second.
Because I have the dragon hides and dragon scales
Yeah, it's.
for materials.
Isn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna give you the same discount as I gave Ram to go to 3,000.
All right, so I lose my dragon hides and dragon scales from my loot list. So for a cost of 3,000, I have those gloves then.
Yeah.
All right, so that leaves me 2,500.
That's a pretty massive boost for you, I would say. Because getting corrosive on any weapon you wield,
But it's also on my natural attacks then, because if I
Yeah.
call someone in the face, it's gonna burn.
Or bite, which seems to be the thing we mostly do.
And well, also for bite?
yeah,
It's
all of
natural.
your natural attacks.
Really, but the gloves are on my hands. How does that
Doesn't
affect?
matter.
Yeah, it's a magical effect. It doesn't have to make
God.
total sense.
These gloves are even more awesome than I thought they were.
Yeah.
It's like you have an amulet that gives you stealth. It's necessarily. It's like, well, why doesn't it then only affect my neck because that's where it's hanging?
Yeah, okay. But yeah, that is quite cool then. Yeah, that's cool. I like this.
Yeah, I would have
You-
gotten myself a pair of deliquescent gloves, but I figured out it was better to make the amulet, even though that's also corrosive. So I'll make a variant of the deliquescent gloves that does like cold.
All right,
Actually,
Mr.
no, I won't because my special gloves. God damn it! I need that slot for my special gloves.
All right, so quick question here. Am I allowed to call them Flappy's Touch in honor of the dragon we cannibalized for bits?
As long as you remember what they are.
Well, I'm still gonna give them the name, which is like behind it in the quotation marks. It's gonna be Flappy's Touch.
Description.
Put the rules in there. I just remember them because.
Okay.
Well, this is the name I'm talking about, not the item description. Yeah, that's actually the next question. How am I gonna make this item? I guess it goes under magic.
Yeah, and then you put to all your attacks, you put all your damage.
So is that weapon attributes or?
No. Okay, so you put them in so that you write in the name. They weigh 1 pound. You have 1 pair. So quantity 1, weight 1. Their value is 4,000 because even if you got a discount, they're still worth 4,000.
Okay, I don't actually use the value for most of my things though. I think, but I guess I can use it for that.
You put they're carried, or they're not carried. Instead of carried, they take up the hands slot.
Mhm,
So that's
so they
the
replace.
second drop-down menu.
Yeah, they replace my leather gloves that I had there.
Yeah.
I need to give them a name though. So what is the?
Deliquescent gloves.
Yeah, I have no idea how to spell that. Very sorry. should
I
put
might
dragon
have them
skeleton.
here somewhere.
I have it open here.
Dragon scale deliquescent gloves, Flappy's Touch. So it's dragon scale gloves deliquescent is basically what it was saying. Also, is dragon scale one word or 2 words?
1. Well, it's 1 if it's dragon scales, like it's still part of the hide. If it's separate, like it's just a scale, then it's 2.
Oh, it's dragon scale gloves. So what
Yeah,
case-
because it's the difference between an item and a name. I'd say. That's what I remember from my English lessons, anyway.
All right. right, so that's that done. Let me see. Hands equip type is magic or charged magic item?
Other magic.
Other magic, okay. For some reason they're not updating correctly in hands. In hands it just gives me like a weird thing.
Try to re-equip them for using that drop-down menu. Like put them to, I don't know, neck or something, and then put them back to hands.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, there we go. Dragon Scale, Deliquescent, Gloves, Deliquescent, Flappy Touch. Okay. They're not +1 or anything, right? They're just
Nope.
this.
They just give you 1d6 acid to pretty much all of your attacks,
Alright, and this
except
is...
ranged.
Yeah, that's the question. Where do I put that?
In your weapons, there's an extra damage tab.
Let me see. Weapons. Is this still under equipment or is this under
under attacks.
Okay.
You enter like the thing that you press for attacking things.
Okay, yeah, so extra damage. Then I have macro query,
Yeah,
damage type description.
Double brackets, then 1d6, double close bracket, space, acid.
No, not normal brackets, square brackets, by the way.
Yeah, so I have 2 square brackets, 1d6, 2 square brackets again, and then just acid in that same
Yeah.
box.
No,
That's the extra one.
after the box, space, acid.
Yeah, but does the acid go in damage type description or still in the extra non-crit damage thing?
I have it in the same one because it doesn't affect the macro, and that way you can have several. You just press enter to get a new one. I'll show you why.
All right, someone just moved my thing, by the way, to defense.
You see my extra damage here?
Mm-hmm.
That's why, because and now we know that the 7 is for my sneak attack, 2 is for my acid, the 11 and 2 is for my kamikaze.
All right, so let me just quickly check this then.
There you go.
Yeah.
Also, we have 2 people doing acid damage now. This is kind of...
Well, I kind of picked acid because it came from an acid dragon. So
Yeah,
I figured
same here.
that would be. That's
Like-
just what I thought would work with the parts.
And you used a already existing magic item, which is always a good thing. When you have to do it like me and sometimes change what they do, it gets a bit more iffy.
Yeah, by the way, is it acid or corrosive actually? Because I think they
It's
have different effects, or is that the same?
No, it's the same. It's acid damage, and it's basically it adds the corrosive effect to any weapon you have, but it just adds 1d6 acid to any natural or unarmed attacks you do. So just putting it in as 1d6 acid is enough.
Yeah. Okay, so that's those gloves done then, I think.
Yep.
And then I go back to my equipment. That leaves me still with 2,500 gold. Is that enough to get my Kopesh to +1, you think?
It's 2,000, so yes.
Is that something that you would recommend me doing?
Yes. Because then it also becomes magical, which means it can deal with stuff like ghosts. Actually, no, your Deliquescent gloves does that already. Because any weapon you wield will count as magic because it has the corrosive quality.
Mm-hmm. But I guess that means I can start enchanting the Kopesh, I guess.
Yeah. It needs at least a +1 before you can enchant it with anything else.
Alright, so that costs me 2,000 gold. Is there any chance for me to bargain on that? Because I do have merchant.
Yes, give me your roll.
Is this my appraise roll then? Or because that's the one that gets the bonus from that?
Diplomacy.
Give me your diplomacy with the bonus because it's relevant and will never be used. So I just put it there because it's actually useful.
Alright, so that should get a +2 then. Actually, no, sorry. It's a +1 on appraise checks while bargaining for price of goods, so that should get a +1. +2 is from mercenary.
Okay. What was the original price, sir?
2,000? It's close to a 20-year-old there. That's nice.
Yeah, you get it for 1,750.
Okay. That leaves me with 757 gold and 5 platinum. I think I'm gonna sit on that for a while, because I doubt that's enough to buy me a magical belt of some sort.
Well, if you have 1,000 in total gold pieces, you could get a cloak of resistance that gives +1 to all saves.
Nah, I'm good for now. I think I'm gonna sit on this money a bit. Also, let me see. So the weapon attributes, basically all I changed is I just put the enchant up by one, right? Or
Yeah.
that's everything?
Yes.
Okay. The attack should be melee. Why is that never set to melee? And it's now a +1 Kadesh. Okay. Okay, I think that's that. All right, with that done, does that take any of like the week, or is this something I did during my house was building?
And I has garlic bread.
Nice.
No, that's you can just because the building is just like 8 hours a day, so I'm just literally go after all.
All right, so that still leaves me with my house now complete and 10 days of downtime if we're sticking to the month.
Yeah.
All right, so what can I do during those days with my new fancy building?
And you can generate capital. Still have to pay for it, but it's worth it because it essentially doubles whatever you put into it.
Yeah, or you can just make money.
Yeah, or just make money.
Yeah, I don't plan on actually building anything anytime soon now that I have like the building up. So I think I'm just gonna go for some cash. Yeah, so
Yeah, so
that's 10 days of work in my store then.
yeah. Actually, you should probably get yourself a manager or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you plan to be away for more than a few, more for like a week. Because then it starts degrading. If you're away for more than a month without a manager, then shit can happen. Actually, no, he doesn't have any teams, so he's not a full organization.
Yeah, but manager is still yeah, he doesn't have decoration, but it doesn't do anything without the manager.
Yeah.
Or without him.
Well, that's how I have my stuff set up. Like, if I'm not home, nothing happens. It's just an empty building.
Yeah.
All right, so for my type of building, what kind of manager would you suggest then if I do want it running? Because I think it's actually quite a decent building, so it would actually be smart to have it running if I'm not home.
I think most of the stuff that can be done with your house mostly only requires laborers. But you don't, since you get the basics just with the rooms, all you really need is a manager.
Well, I don't need actually laborers to work the store.
You technically already have them. It's just that they don't give you any bonuses. Hiring specific teams gives you additional bonuses.
All right, so what kind of manager? Because there's a lot of different managers. So.
Dockmaster, I think. Something like that.
It's no Dockmaster, I think so.
Well, anything close to it.
Yeah.
There's Captain, I believe. Master sailor who runs shipping operations.
Yeah, it could work.
Captain can be in charge of a mercantile organization, a pirate fleet, or a business that ferries people from port to port. Well, I don't have a ship, so that actually might not work.
Well, it's the closest thing, so
Yeah.
if it doesn't exist, take the closest thing.
I mean, you can take partner as well.
Yeah, partner also works.
It doesn't.
Or a smuggler.
Not necessarily. Smuggler would be if you would be doing anything illegal. Just grab the partner, it should be good.
God damn it.
Animal keeper?
No, he doesn't actually harbor any animals. It's
Not yet, at least. I do plan. I mean, I have one of the pet areas for the Carnosaur, but I still have another one. Who's
because your animal pens are giving money, you're going to technically renting them out, but you know, it's effectively it all is added up and it can be it's abstracted in a way that you know getting something is not completely useless.
Steward?
Oh, also one really cool thing. Whenever you are in the city, you have a +3 bonus against contracting diseases because you have literally all the bonuses that you can get against that from your building.
nice. I has a bath. I am a clean lizard.
You have a sauna, you have a lavatory, and you have a laundry.
And a hot spring.
Well, that's in the sauna.
Do you guys have to distract me so much? Now my garlic bread is crunchy.
Aw.
It's supposed to be soft.
Yes,
Stop
Steward
being
might.
salty.
Hmm?
I just told him to stop being salty because his garlic bread was crusty.
Garlic bread is good when it's crusty. It's different kind of garlic bread.
I mean, it's still good.
Exactly.
Should have taken it out like 2 minutes ago, maybe, or 2 minutes earlier.
Be an accountant. I can't decide on what manager to get. Partner's very expensive, so eat up like half the profit I make a day.
Well, managers are kind of expensive.
Well, yeah, but there's ones that go for 2 gold, and the partner is 4 gold. So
Yeah, but they also don't have that. Like they're very specialized, I believe, or something. Yeah, like the innkeeper or stage manager. It's like you literally don't do anything with them.
what is a barrister's office?
A barista?
No, it says like a profession
profession
barista.
lawyer. A barrister is a lawyer. They represent you in legal matters.
Alright, so if I get a partner, I'm basically getting a lawyer.
Well, no.
Yeah.
They have a skill.
Well, their profession is barista, so they are a lawyer. Would Guildmaster Artisans Guild work, or not really?
Okay.
Since I have the Artisans Workshop. So.
Yeah, I can say that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you could probably grab it.
Yeah, alright, so I'll go for a Guildmaster for the Artisans Guild then. To manage the shop while I'm away.
Yeah.
So that's 3 gold pieces a day then.
Yeah, you can just mark it in there that it makes not 3 gold pieces day less if you run it for gold. Remember that if you don't run it for gold, it just takes from the like what it has made before to pay for the salaries, and it just
Yeah, let's put something below running costs so I can deduct that. Alright, so should I also hire like a group of apprentices to work in the workshop then? Or not?
You do know that that's like the most expensive thing,
Okay, no, I do not know that, obviously.
unless you mean artisan apprentices, which is in case it's one of the cheaper ones.
Well, yeah, it's an
Yeah,
artisan's
apprentice.
workshop, and I have an artisan guildmaster, so I guess
apprentice is a
artisan.
very different thing. Apprentice is like, hi, I'm magic.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not starting a fucking mages college here, man. Come on, it's a warehouse. Alright, but so yeah, let's say that I only hire this fucker, like, after my 10 days of downtime. So I don't, like, since I'm actually at home those 10 days, so I won't need him yet.
Yeah.
So now, for now, I'm just gonna work for 10 days for money. Then, which would give me how much? Is that a roll? Is that?
You can either take 10, which just adds 10 to the number that you have, or you can just roll 1d20 per day.
You
Alright,
just take
so
10.
just-
It's just way faster.
It makes life easier. So you make 10 gold pieces a day. Actually,
Alright, so,
no, make more because magical
Yeah.
repository make 10 gold and 4 silver a day.
10 gold and 4 silver. So 100 gold and 40
And
silver.
have you taken into account his skill?
Oh yeah, that's true actually.
Hmm?
You have a now you have a relevant skill, and it might actually bring you over. And even if it doesn't, it still matters because silver is still money. Yes, I'm fucking with your sheet.
Yeah, that's fine.
Actually, yes, it is. You make 11 gold a day.
And no silver?
No silver.
Alright, so 110 gold then.
Yeah.
Okay, doke.
That's pretty
We-
damn good.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Alright, 100,000 gold added to the bank, and then from this point onward, whatever we do, the shop will keep running at a -3 gold per day for the artisan fuck.
Yeah, and actually, give me a second. I think he will make 1 silver piece less than you do because there's nothing.
What a scrub.
Yeah, exactly. It costs for you to do this, and he does it first than you do. Or
I need to marry someone. If I marry someone, I don't need to pay them to manage my shop. Is that actually true or not?
no, you still need to pay.
Well, we'd have a shared bank account in that case.
Balance. Not in.
Fuck balance.
But yes. Okay.
Could I have a handout for the contents of my vault?
And just you have access to your.
Yeah, you have other currency
Yeah.
and other items. Just
Yeah.
write it up wherever you feel like it.
Other items are actually used for stuff like loaded dice and everything. I've actually used all those for stuff. Because I've just seen that as stuff I carry on my person.
Okay, but you can use the note that you have currently. Yes, you can just mark the vault and all the stuff into it.
Mostly because it actually beats better for me to have as like